Hello guys, finally I get some time to paint. Boy, I thought I will not have time to paint at all this morning. Anyway, let's make a painting. Just gonna put some water here and there. This looks like a rainy day. This time I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna pour some paint here on my palette. And I'm just gonna mix it. Boom, 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 boom. Well, it's very sunny outside, but I will make something very rainy. Or at least that was my original idea. Excuse me. I'm just gonna simulate going up and down, up and down. And for the ground, I'm just gonna use the same. I'm pretty much cleaning my brush here. Nothing too much. There we go. Okay. Let it develop. By the time I'm waiting to develop the ground and the sky, I would just go and find where is the black paint? Right there it is. I would just pour some here. And I'm gonna clean that brush. Well, I'm not gonna clean it, I'm just gonna take the water out of it. I'm gonna take a little bit of black and start mixing it here. What I try to do is try to get the paint everywhere on the brush. And now I can just have this reflection. Oh, look at that. I'm barely touching the paper at this point. I really like this, how it's developed. Very dramatic. Now I'm gonna take more paint. Keep doing the same thing. Ooh. A little bit more. I just want to have a second layer of more high contrast. I'm gonna emphasize a little bit more. I'm gonna clean the brush. And I feel like here, now, boy, I really don't want to change it because every time I say I'm doing something, it's gonna be something else. But anyway, I'm gonna take some orange. This kind of color is gonna be great for with orange. And I'm gonna take a lot of paint here. I'm gonna take some of the water out again. Too much, too much. Bear with me, very gentle with this thing. There it is. Not too much. Just try to develop more and more the foreground. And I still can't decide. I know I said it's gonna be it's gonna be a rainy day, but I feel like this is look a lot like fire. We'll see about that. I'm gonna do this. Now, this is fine. This is fine. But the middle, the horizon line. I have a couple options here. I can make either buildings or some kind of vegetation. We'll see. Let me start with some black. Maybe expand here. Ooh, I know. Oh, too much. Okay, too much paint. Hold on. I know what I'm gonna do. Like this. And like this. Okay. Too much paint. Sometimes I put in too much paint. Anyway, I get excited for this one. So now, once I have this, okay, so I have all this paint going on here. What I'm gonna do is, well, it's gonna be kind of slow process, but I'm gonna start pushing some of the paint and try to create the building I wanna create. And I guess at this point you can kind of tell what it is, but I will just not commentate. Kind of little surprise. I'm just gonna remove some of the paint. And keep going down. Like so. Ooh, I gotta keep my brush clean. Okay. I think this is gonna be one of the few times I'm gonna wait for the paint to kind of dry a little bit better, so I can create more detailed. Okay, now I will get the tiny pen, tiny brush. Maybe I should use pen. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna put some, create some high contrast here, just right here and here. There we go. And here. Boom. Now, I will need a little bit of blue. Now I know I have a lot of blue here somewhere in the corners. Let me see which one is good. Very dark painting actually when I think about it. You know what? I will get some blue. This is way too dark. Some turquoise or whatever you call it. I'm gonna take some of the blue from here. Very colorful, look at this. And make a little bit of more visible water. As you already know, this is a bridge. Okay, I will try to develop that a little bit. Not too much. Since we have a nice detail here, I will just need to calm down everything on the midground and the foreground. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint over the flickering effect here. And that's gonna calm down everything like this. Now, not too much. I want to be able to still see the, so we can have a nice transparent layer on the top. I know the French word for that, velature. Velature, I believe is called, when you have like colors. When you put thin layer of color and you can still see what is under. I'm gonna take the multiple brush, go down, 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 and lift, lift, lift. Let it develop. For the sky, I'm gonna use a lot of this. I'm not sure, do I really need this? Yeah, a little bit, not too much. I'm just gonna make a couple moves here and there. I really don't wanna go too much for the sky. I really like how it developed. I'm gonna make a couple lines just to suggest what is happening. And plus, it's too monotone for the sky, and I'm gonna create this kind of very thin layer of blue. So that's good. I like these lines. I didn't pay attention, but these lines are great. So I still wanted this to, ooh, I shouldn't touch that. I still wanted that to develop a little bit more and dry a little bit more. Meanwhile, I'm gonna create some of the wavies. Kind of fluffy clouds, but not so fluffy. But I just wanted to say fluffy clouds. They're not fluffy at all. I'm so used to it. Plus, I like clouds. I don't like when they're fluffy. So pretty much what we're doing right now is breaking the monotonous of the, it's very well developed on the midground and the foreground, but still is kind of on the dark side. Not like a Star Wars, but on the dark side. So I just want to break that a little bit. And I don't want a high contrast like here. That's why I'm using the brush multiple times before I clean it up, like here. Here I'm gonna just push down. And there you go. Now I'm gonna take my brush and take some of the black paint and start making some. All right, that's developed enough. Make some details. Boom. And I just want to make one here. So we have like some light poles. Also, I'm gonna create little line here and little line here. Also here and here. I'll try to make some kind of construction so we can have a nice stable bridge. Again here and here. Over here I'm gonna emphasize a little bit more on this and a lot of this. Now I'm not an architect. I was thinking actually back in the days to study for architect, but I'm terrible in math. I can't do it. But here, okay. So now I'm gonna connect this very thin line. I want to be very gentle here. Now, once I have that, and this is where this thing is gonna come to play. I need a clean brush here. And I need a lot of orange and whatever that color called. Okay, so now we're gonna create the light poles. Look at this, guys. Sitting there and light up. Clean up my brush a little bit, and because it's very dark, so we're gonna make some kind of it's like telling a story. A bridge. Why not here too? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Finally, I want to create something here. So we have this thing here. And we're going to put another pole here. So I guess this bridge is more like it's like a stone bridge. And I'm gonna make like little lines here. And that's gonna be kind of the guards for whoever is passing. So again, here, and very simple. You don't have to go like crazy on that stuff. Here. And of course, we have the line here, and let's keep going. And second line. And a line here, and here, and here. Now, since it is stone, I will just put a couple stone pieces here and there. Now, I don't want to go too much details. It's not my thing. At least not for this kind of paintings. Not a big fan. So on the back, I don't want to develop anything. I'm just gonna make like whatever it is, a building on the background. I don't want to go too much. I guess I feel like more and more I start putting more and more details, and this one is a little bit on the longer side. But anyway, there we go. Watercolor abstract landscape.